Today, let's unpack one of the most powerful approaches in modern marketing, data driven marketing. With so many changes taking place in the digital marketing space, let's take a walk through the changes that data driven marketing is going through and how you can stay ahead of the curve in this fast changing landscape. Data driven marketing is all about using customer and market data to inform every decision. Who to target, what creative to show them, when to engage, and how to optimize. Instead of gut feelings or guesswork, you lean on hard numbers, purchase history, website behavior, demographic info, even psychographics. Online search and social media platforms have matured a lot. They allow marketers to zero in on their ideal audience, ensuring their message lands where it matters most. Marketers can now personalize their target market through tailored campaigns, content, and offers. This helps them boost their engagement and conversions. Using the available data to figure out what's working for them, they can either double down or optimize their content strategies. Data driven marketing also allows them to understand what their customers actually want, not just what you think they want. This brings a lot of cost efficiency too. They now can spend their marketing dollars where they'll have the biggest impact, driving up the ROI, sometimes by 5 to 8 times compared to non data driven approaches. All in all, data driven marketing supercharges ROI and builds brands that resonate. It all sounds good and exciting. Let's bring this to real life examples from 5 different sectors and 5 companies that have harnessed data to drive real results. In the online retail space, Amazon leads the pack. Amazon analyzes every click, purchase, and review to suggest products you are almost guaranteed to love. The result? Over 35% of their revenue comes from those personalized, you might also like recommendations. Amex mines transaction and demographic data to send cardholders bespoke offers, like bonus points for purchases they are already likely to make. That's turned into double digit increases in card usage and loyalty. The American pharmacy chain Walgreens tracks refill dates and channel preferences like SMS, email, or app of their customers. They remind patients to reorder prescriptions on time, boosting adherence rates and deepening patient pharmacy relationships. Airbnb uses booking patterns, seasonality, and location demand curves to adjust listing prices and prioritize search results. This helps hosts maximize occupancy and guests find the best deals. Did you know Netflix tests multiple thumbnail images per show? They use viewer history to decide which image drives the most clicks. So, two people searching might actually see different cover art for the same title. Alright, so let's zoom out for a second. Data driven marketing has become a staple for marketers. It provides unlimited targeting, personalization at scale, and data for generating all those fancy dashboards to their heart's content. Well, all that is changing and fast. We are in the middle of a seismic shift in the digital marketing landscape, and it's reshaping how we gather, use, and think about data. Here's what's happening and why it matters more than ever. Let's start with the elephant in the room. Third party cookies are on their way out. Google Chrome, the last big holdout, had plans to phase them out by the end of 2024. But after facing regulatory pushbacks and delays, they have decided to give users more control over third party cookies rather than completely removing them. Firefox and Safari have already done it. Cookies were the backbone of how marketers tracked users across websites, built retargeting audiences, and measured conversions. Without them, cross site tracking gets way harder, and that means fewer signals for optimization. So now we are relying more on first party data, contextual targeting, and aggregated insights instead of individual profiles. Privacy laws are next. Remember when GDPR hit and the whole internet exploded with cookie pop ups? Well, that was just the beginning. Now, there is a variant of the law in different parts of the world. The US has CCPA and CPRA, India has its own Digital Personal Data Protection Act, Brazil has LGPD, and the EU's e privacy regulation is lurking in the wings. These regulations are an intricate mesh of rules about consent, data storage, user rights, and cross border transfers. And it's not just a legal issue, it's a brand trust issue. According to Salesforce research, nearly 71% of consumers say they are more likely to trust a company with personal data if its use is clearly explained. So, sloppy privacy practices? That's just not risky, it's bad for business. We also can't ignore the growing legal heat around big tech. Meta, Google, Apple, and Amazon, they're all under antitrust scrutiny. There are lawsuits flying over tracking practices, online advertising, and data monopolies and algorithmic bias. While these legal actions bring the necessary oversight, it means the APIs can change without warning, targeting options can disappear overnight, and data sharing policies get rewritten quickly. These shifts create what I call as data volatility, which means you can't rely on yesterday's strategy tomorrow. Another big one is user behavior. Today's consumers aren't following neat funnels anymore. They're bouncing from TikTok to email to Amazon to SMS to Reddit and leaving a breadcrumb trail on each channel. The result, customer data is fragmented across dozens of platforms and tools. Your CRM knows their email behavior. Your ad platform knows their click through rate. Your GA4 knows their website browsing behavior. This makes audience segmentation messy, personalization inconsistent, and attribution nearly impossible without deep integration work. We are talking about massive complexity in stitching together clean, unified customer profiles. Lastly, the platforms we rely on, Google, Meta, TikTok, Amazon, have increasingly turned into black boxes. Their algorithms are powered by AI models we don't fully control or understand. For example, Meta's Advantage Plus campaigns or Google's PMax campaigns use machine learning to automate everything targeting, placements, even creative mix. It's all very hands off. But the trade off? Less visibility and control. Marketers are getting fewer levers to pull, less data back in the dashboards, and a growing reliance on these walled garden platforms to self report performance. That creates trust issues. How do you verify ROI? How do you optimize when the algorithm gives you no insight into what's working? In short, marketers are struggling to showcase business value of their efforts to the leadership. So, what should savvy marketers do? Broadly, these shifts can be managed in five actionable steps. Double down on collecting first party data. Build loyalty programs, gated content, and community forums that incentivize users to share data directly with you. Invest in a good customer data platform. A CDP centralizes data from every touchpoint web, mobile, in store, IoT, giving you a single source of truth. Onboarding a CDP is not particularly cheap. What that means is that there is a subscription cost to a CDP software, which also comes with the cost of data structuring and cleaning. Adopt tools that let you move towards privacy first analytics. Tools like differential privacy and on device modeling can come in handy. Instead of collecting every click or detail about a person, you can use tools that show overall trends, like how many people clicked a button or viewed a page without tracking individuals. Some tools even analyze the data on the user's device, so nothing personal ever leaves their phone or computer. Start exploring innovative approaches to attribution. With cookies going away, we can't track every user step like before. So, marketers are using things like smart modeling, kind of like making educated guesses and running A B tests to see what's really driving results. It's not perfect, but it helps us keep improving even with less data. None of this is of much use if the culture does not have a data driven mindset. Train yourself and your team on data literacy, hire data engineers and scientists, and bake experimentation into your marketing DNA. You may delay hiring data engineers and scientists if your data size is not much. Data driven marketing has got us till here. It is changing. Which is the likely direction we are headed into? What trends will shape data driven marketing over the next few years? Advantages of generative AI are quite commonly known now. New AI tools like ChatGPT and Claude can quickly create tons of personalized content, like writing ad copy or making visuals just for one type of customer. But that also means marketers need new ways to review all that content and make sure it is fully aligned with their brand. Agentic AI is here now. The tech is in its early stages, but it promises to create interesting marketing use cases. Autonomous marketing agents will plan, launch, and optimize campaigns end to end, sometimes without human intervention, raising questions about oversight and creative control. There are new social media platforms emerging, and some of them are gaining popularity with the younger generations. Privacy led social networks and metaverse destinations will spawn brand new data ecosystems and novel measurement approaches. Even though Google has dropped the initiative for moving towards cookieless tracking, strict laws will ensure that contextual and cohort based targeting replaces individual tracking. Ongoing lawsuits against big tech and tougher privacy laws are likely to force platforms to open APIs or revise data policies, creating both constraints and new partnership opportunities. Data driven marketing has been helping the marketers reach, engage, and convert their audience better. The underlying business case is well proven. There are many innovative technologies like mixed reality, wearable devices, climate data marketing, and V2X that will continue to make data driven marketing more effective. Looking ahead, the next frontier will be about balancing automation, privacy, and human creativity to build trust and deliver relevant, engaging content. That's a wrap for today's episode. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and share it with people in your marketing circle. Until the next time, keep testing, keep optimizing, and keep those dashboards humming.